Welcome to the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Kroger 200 on speed. First race run at this racetrack back in 1949. So a very historic site for today's race.
Take a look at your top 10. Timothy Peters from nearby Danville, Virginia. Fourth fastest, and Colin Braun from Roush Fenway. Kevin Harvick driving his own truck as Jack Sprague has departed for another team. Then it's Terry Cook David Starr from Red Horse Racing. Johnny Benson and Sam Hornish Jr.
Colin Braun in his Conway Freight Ford F-150 now on the racetrack.
I tell you, this is one young man that is a great qualifier. He rarely qualifies out of the top 10 in this Conway Ford.
Now, how do you translate that into a win? He's still looking for that.
Well, he's close. He could have won a couple times, and just keep beating on that door. Like Phil said, when you figure out you're a great qualifier, then that's just a bonus, because that's going to help you get that first win. He's proven he knows how to race as well, so I think it's just a matter of time.
Got a great top 5 finish last week at Talladega, or 2 weeks ago at Talladega, finished 4th.
Ray Dunlap.
Oh, all the way up to 2nd on the board, Ray, for Colin Braun.
Yeah, really good run for the number 6.
Colin Braun sporting what he refers as a toque on his head. I've heard toboggan, stocking cap, but anyway, good qualifying run nonetheless. And what'd you think about it?
Well, to me, a toboggan is a sled you run down the snow in. But it was a good lap for this number 6 Conway Freight Ford F-150 truck. You know, last year, or early in the spring when we were here, overdrove it a little bit on the second lap, so I wanted to make sure we were patient, didn't overdrive it here. A little disappointed myself, didn't get quite enough out of the truck there. Real fast in practice, and I think we have a good race truck for today, so should be an exciting race for everybody.
Go get inside, get warm, so you can take off that toque, all right?
What is a toque? That's a Canadian term for that. Yeah. Look at these top 5 rows now. Historically, these are the guys with a shot to win. I know Michael said he's gone now, so I'm going to tell him anybody can win this thing from anywhere, but I'm telling you, these are the guys that we have to watch, led by Ron Hornaday, Todd Bodine, Kevin Harvick up front.
And again, strategy is going to come into play big at this racetrack because it's only 200 laps. It's a very short race.
But they're all going to do it. They're all going to come in at lap 30 or 40. Most of them aren't even going to put tires on. So it's not like you're going to, wait the other guy out. It's how quick you can get to pit road, and they're all talking about 30, 40 laps.
Our Ford onboard will be carried by Colin Braun, and he will start in the 4th position, so a little closer to the front.
And here's a battle for 5th right here. Rick Crawford is going to take over that 5th spot from Colin Braun.
Colin Braun looks a little loose getting out of turn number 4 there, had to chase that truck up the racetrack.
You know, last week we talked about, at Talladega a couple weeks ago, it's synchronized driving. These guys all driving all over top of each other, racing side by side. I don't think it's a whole lot different here. Only deal is this week they're synchronized front to rear. They're running all over the back. Yeah. They're not really running side by side as much, but it's still really important to understand what that truck's doing in front of you. Did he get on the gas the way he did the lap before, or when you get on your gas, you're going to run into it?
And Adam, Colin Braun is slipping backwards. He has gone from 4th to 9th, and his spotter, Bobby Hudson, is telling him he needs to roll through the center and be a little more gentle on the brake. He said he can tell that he's stabbing those brakes, and it's making the nose drop down, and he's dragging the splitter on the track. So rolling the center is the key for Colin Braun. Now he's back in single file. That may help him.
So Colin Braun getting back toward that curb or the yellow line on the inside of the racetrack. No problems with the 6. Colin Braun gets turned around. That brings out another caution for us.
He was running in the top 10.
Yeah, a lot of damage to the front of that.
Pretty hard on the left front, right front. He's coming around. I don't see much smoke. Come on, Colin.
It's Bobby Hudson, the spotter for Colin Braun. Mike Beam also talking.
He took that truck straight to pit road. He knows he's got some pretty significant damage. Be lucky if the radiator isn't busted. You can see how hard the front end is bent down there.
Let's take another look at how this happened.
Looks like the back is.
Kent comes off the corner, makes some pretty hard contact. Looked like the 88 possibly if Matt Crafton was behind him. Don't know if there was any contact.
He was trying to hold his truck down off of Donnie Leah. He had driven up on the inside of Leah, had the wheels cut to the left with the gas wide open. It just jumped out from underneath of him.
Almost sounded like it spun the tires up off the corner. He could have got into the, been gotten back up by the 88 of Matt Crafton, lifted the rear tires off the ground.
Yeah, couldn't tell. Certainly spun them.
So Colin Braun brings out our 7th caution of the race, closing in on the final 50 laps from Martinsville.
And it appears that Colin Braun may be having more trouble on the racetrack.
Yeah, Colin Braun into the wall hard once again, and so a lot of damage to that race truck.
No caution, though, Rick. He kept her going. NASCAR left the green flag out. I love that. I love they're letting these guys race.
Well, he's not right now in the way, and so I'm guessing that they're hoping that he will make it back to pit road, but he doesn't make the hard left turn. He stays on the racetrack and continues to race.
Let's take a look back at what happened to Colin Braun. Here he is going in the corner. Going to get on the front.
I think he got some help.
Yeah, he did, for
Looked
sure.
like he did get some help. Did a nice little 360, maybe not even into the outside wall, and away you went.
A lot of damage to the front end of that race truck. So Colin Braun carrying the Conway freight, Ford F-150 camera around the racetrack. Take another look at what happened. This is the end of the race coming out of turn number 4. Brendan Gaughan gets turned around.
Brendan Gaughan was running in the top 10. He's running in 10th spot, and Timothy Peters might have gotten to the back of Brendan.
Mike Skinner's view.
But you have to realize, if Peters did get in the back of Brendan, there was the truck of Harvick limping on the inside. There was a lot of stuff going on right there.
This is Hermie Sadler's look from the hot pass on board.
Hermie's just going to try to pick his way through there.
That's actually
the
Conway.
The Conway
6 truck of Colin Braun.
Take a look at these unofficial results. Johnny Benson, Dennis Setzer comes home second after Kevin Harvick runs out of fuel as well. Rick Crawford, another top 5 here at this racetrack. How about Kyle Busch making it up to the 4th spot?
You got 345 plus guys in the top 5 and 1 kid. So you never know who's going to be the story in the Craftsman Truck Series.
TJ Bell gets another top 10 finish, 6th, another great, equals his best career finish.
How about Sam Hornish, by the way? That's his best NASCAR finish ever. He was top 10 here.
Jason White drove that Billy Blue truck up to 14th place. Jamie Murray got tires late and then got tangled up with that mess off turn 4, lines up 22nd.
Well, bumping and banging taking place and a few trucks not making it the entire distance today at Martinsville.